part of this pole and get it in the net. Yeah, looks like a pretty good brown. It really hit it pretty hard. So we're gonna keep fighting this fish here and hopefully get it in the net. Looks like the size 16's in its mouth and 12's back along the back or something. It really hit it hard. I actually thought I was snug at first and I started to pull a little bit and it jammed it. It jammed it really good. So we're gonna try to get this fish back here. Hopefully I got enough net. It's not a very big net and it's a pretty nice sized brown trout I got on here, folks. We're gonna let it play out a little bit. Been fighting it for 2-3 minutes now, keeping a steady pressure on it. It tried to wrap itself up around some rocks and some blowdowns and stuff in this general hole here. Been a pretty good battle. I'm only running the 2-pound Vanish. Oh yeah, we're getting to where the fish is starting to calm down here a little bit. I try not to rush up on them, especially when they're fresh and you just hooked them. Sometimes that really spooks them and puts them in a really hard fighting mode, and sometimes can pull your hooks. Like I said, this fish is fighting really good, which is indicative of the cold water and cooler weather outside now. Notice one thing, the overall size of the trout this year, the bigger ones, the overall body weight is way down. We had a really warm summer, and actually forced some of these fish up into these cold spring areas. Keep yourselves alive, actually, and most of the other fish migrated with them. This is sort of hard to do on video all by yourself, especially a fish this size. We're going to try to get it broke down here and get it back here in the slower water. Hopefully it pans out. Like I said, it's a really nice brown trout. Quite short on the overall length. I usually just try to guess. Looks like it's upper part of 18, maybe 20 inches. I've been catching some pretty nice fish here in November. Yeah, I'd say the battle's almost over with here now. We're going to try to get this fish broke down back here and get it in the net. Yeah, it's a really nice brown. We're going to try to get this all on video. Yep, got her in the net, folks. That's a beautiful brown trout. Now I'm going to try to keep it in the water as much as I can. I'm going to come up here and check to see if my video camera's still running, because this is an awesome brown trout. Yep, we're still rolling, folks. I'm going to try to get this thing safely back into the water. I couldn't give you an overall length. All I know is it's probably 18 inches plus. I'm going to keep the fish submerged here under the water. Pull some line out. I'll put my rod over my back. This is pretty typical when you're in the stream here. We're going to get this really nice brown out of here. Well, I actually hooked it on the, I thought I had it with the 16. As you can see, folks, this is a really beautiful wild brown trout. It's probably 18, maybe 19 inches long. Actually, when you're running double rig, you run into when you are releasing them, you run into a little bit of a rodeo because you have two hooks there to contend with. Trying to get this this fish safely back into the water. Tangled in the teeth here a little bit. It's a beautiful male. I'm just going to pitch my net here. Probably going to lay my rod down too so you get a little better look at this fish. It is a beautiful wild brown trout out of central Pennsylvania here. It's probably I'd say it's probably a good 19 inches, 18, 19 inches. I'm gonna handle this baby with care. This is a beautiful, 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 beautiful male brown trout. I caught on Livelylegz, copper john, size 12. I'm gonna kneel down here with the fish. Make sure it's because of the battle. Make sure it's safely revived. It's a beautiful, beautiful brown trout. I'm going to make sure it's safely getting back into the water. Make sure the gills and everything are running really, really well. Maybe get down here where the water's flowing just a little bit better. Try to keep an eye on the fish. Try to keep your hands away from the fin area where they're getting their oxygen, and keep a hold of their tails. Folks, that's a whopper of a brown trout for here in central Pennsylvania in a small stream. Hope you've been enjoying my fishing this morning. It's as you can see in the background, it's snowing and blowing really good. The fish is safely swam back up in the hole that I caught it on, but I caught it on Livelylegz, size 12, copper john. I'm going to get my rod out of the water now. Yeah, it's cold out, folks. But those fish like that, they're really, really good. That's a really good fish for central Pennsylvania. We don't have all the egg blowers, I call them, salmon and steelhead in this area. So a trout at that age should be probably 2 or 3 inches longer and about 2 or 3 more pounds. But they don't get the feed that some of these other brown trout do, even in other parts of the state. But that was probably a 4 or 5 year old brown trout there. That was an exceptional fish. I'm gonna go over my rig here, get it out of the net. As you can tell, I'm pretty excited. Fish over 18, a wild brown here in Pennsylvania. This part of Pennsylvania, wild brown. That's an exceptional fish. I'm going to shut the camera down here. I got a little bit of a mess going on, but I hope you enjoyed me bringing in that whopper of a brown trout for here for central Pennsylvania in a small, small cold spring. Like I said, it's a balmy, probably 28, 29 degrees this morning, snowing and blowing, and I've walked the part of the creek so far and I haven't seen one other angler out this morning. Sometimes that's what it takes to get out in some of these harsher conditions to maybe get a fish of a lifetime. I've been catching some really nice browns lately, but we're going to shut things down and hopefully get you another one. I don't think I'm going to get one quite that big for you guys again, but that was a really nice fish for here in central Pennsylvania. Like I always say, hunt hard but hunt safe. This is Spaz 88.